Hi, so my name is Maria Lucero. I'm the principal at Martin Luther King Junior Elementary here in Yakima. We are one of 14 elementary schools in the district. And I started at MLK in 2013. And in 2013, if I do this correctly, I'm not sure. The culture could be described like this picture. And not to downplay at all what happened on 9/11, but the way that it felt starting at that building was like what you would have seen when the firemen and policemen were digging out of that rubble. That's how bad that culture was in terms of the culture of students and the focus on students. And we truly believe that without addressing culture, it will eat any strategy that you put in place. So we really had to deal with the heart. And for a lot of people, for many people, change is really difficult. And so when you talk about changing your core beliefs or changing your heart, it is really difficult. But I'm not going to get caught up on that time of our lives. Fast forward to 2017, this is our instructional leadership team. We have a yearly ILT retreat where we analyze the effectiveness of the initiatives that we've put in place, and we set goals for the upcoming school year. Vertical teaming is crucial to our work. It is important that when we set school-wide goals that we understand what this means kinder through 5th grade. So if we are, for example, focusing on inferencing, what do the progression of standards tell us in terms of what this means for kinder, 1st and 2nd, where SBA is not implemented? So with change comes, how do we function as a team? If you think back to your childhood, you probably weren't explicitly taught how to collaborate with others. So we use the norms of collaboration, these here, to really teach our staff how to function and collaborate around student data. Job-embedded PD is also a critical piece. Our instructional facilitator, if you attend our workshop, will be doing the main presentation. And she truly believes that what the PD that she provides be driven by teachers. And so what you'll learn in our session is that during their common planning time, action steps are identified for how they're going to close any gaps in learning that have been identified in math, ELA, and those action steps then actually become our PD, a crucial part of creating our PD plan for the year. Our teachers, because we are a SIG school, we do have 3 sessions where they get to collaborate every week for 30 minutes. The yellow represents time to analyze data, and the purple is for mini PD sessions either run by the team or run by the instructional facilitator. So starting with the end in mind is critical. For us, our end, for you, your end are the state standards. Because we have 65% of our students who are English language learners, our end is also our English language proficiency standards, and we'll speak to that in our workshop. The architecture of accomplished teaching, I'm an MBCT, our instructional facilitator is an MBCT, and there was no way moving into the principalship that I was gonna let go of that work, because truly that's what we do. Who are our students? We set goals, we implement instruction, we assess, we reflect on our learning, and we reset our goals. That's just an ongoing process. So to get more specific, what are our desired results? The blueprints that includes the targets for our SBA outline it. There's no guessing. It clearly outlines what students need to understand. And then our teachers take the time to create those meaningful learning experiences. And we're going to share a document today where when we look at data, what are the facts? As humans, we want to go immediately into problem solving, but before we can do that, we really need to understand the data, what are some possible reasons, and then pinpoint some action steps that can be taken. At the core of everything is our mission and vision. So if we make decisions, what does this mean for our student? What does this mean for our teachers? And if we have new content, for example, it definitely impacts both. And then how does it clearly align with our mission and vision, and our action steps should support that core. So here you see a teacher who's actually a 5th grade teacher. She was one who stuck with us. She was there pre-SIG and then stayed with, and she brought in a pizza box to teach about fractions. So moving away from worksheets that really aren't engaging. They're not engaging for us. They're not engaging for children. Some of the strategies that we'll speak to this afternoon are Project GLAD. I'm also a Tier 1 Project GLAD trainer. Our instructional facilitator is also trained. But moving beyond just the chants, moving beyond just the big books and really getting to the heart of GLAD, which is reading and writing. And so here is a chant, and it's not just any random chant that we're going to put up, but what language is specifically called out for in the standards, and let's infuse that in the chants to provide students an opportunity to practice that language in a non-threatening environment. The sentence patterning chart. So the Yakima School District has actually is deciding to implement district-wide certain GLAD strategies during our English language block, and the sentence patterning chart is one of those strategies, and our students absolutely love it. It's focused on our language standards. Again, practice in a way that is not a worksheet. We've also taught students how to collaborate in small groups. So one of the strategies that we've implemented is a partner talk poster strategy. So we can't just tell students, okay, turn and talk. What are they probably gonna do? Just turn and stare. With the goal always being close the gap, we'll talk about how we have started to see evidence of us closing the gap with our ELLs. So we're really excited about that work. Thank you.